Hello people, welcome to my channel. I am Swati and I work as a cloud consultant with Google. Welcome to episode 2 of my series Moving to Cloud. In the last episode we saw why is data called the new oil, and today we are going to discuss why are organizations moving to cloud, or how are these cloud providers helping organizations grow their business. So let's get started. If you have not checked episode 1 of the series, go check it out first. I'll leave it in the description and a card over here or here. So go check out episode 1 of the series. Alright, now that we know that data is increasing rapidly over internet and organizations are relying heavily on this data for predictive analysis, for strategic decision making, which is in turn helping their business grow, we know the importance of data now. But let's see how are cloud providers actually helping these organizations in growing their business. But before we jump onto that, a brief introduction about what is cloud computing and what sort of services cloud providers give to the users. To talk about cloud computing in very simple language, cloud computing is like renting out compute resources like database, storage, networking components, servers from the cloud providers. These compute resources are actually hosted and managed by the cloud provider, and the users just access these resources over the internet and just pay for what they use. So you do not need to own up big servers or data centers, but you just access those resources which are required for you and pay for as much resources you are using. So this is like a very simple explanation of cloud computing. To give you an analogy about cloud computing, imagine a DVD rental shop where you just go rent out one DVD, the latest movie that you want to watch. You take the DVD for a day or two and then you return it back. So from the DVD rental shop, every time you're going, you are getting the DVD for some days and just returning it back. You are not worrying about buying new DVDs every time a new movie is coming in, right? So basically you're not owning the resource, but you're just renting those resources from the shop. You're using it for as much time as you need. You're paying for that much amount of time and returning that resource back. So this is somewhat similar to cloud computing, in which users just use the resource, pay for whatever usage they have done, and that's it. If they do not need those resources anymore, they free up the resource or they shut it down. So this is an analogy of cloud computing. Now let us talk about different categories of services offered by all the cloud providers. So majorly 3 categories of services are provided by cloud providers, like infra as service, platform as service, and software as service. Let's talk about each one by one. So infra as service provides virtualized compute resources over the internet. So basically users can access storage, virtual machines and networking components, and they can manage these on their own. For example, users can decide what sort of machine they would require, what is the capacity of the machine required for their usage. So this is infra as service. For example, in Google Cloud, there is compute engine with which you can provision VM instances. In AWS, there is EC2 with which you can provision VM instances. So these are examples of infra as service. Platform as service offers a platform and environment for developers to build, deploy and manage their applications. So basically, if the user do not want to worry about underlying infrastructure and managing all those machines and infrastructure components and just want to focus on building their code, they can choose for platform as service, in which they do not need to manage any of the infrastructure components and they just focus on building their applications. For example, in Google Cloud, there is App Engine that gives you the capability to just write your own code and do not need to manage any of the infrastructure. So this is an example of platform as service. And the last one is software as service, which enables user to access software applications over the internet without any need to install or manage it locally. For example, Microsoft 365 is a SaaS offering. Similarly, Google Workspace, which comes with a whole package of Gmail, calendar, notes, documents, everything, which helps user to collaborate and work more efficiently. This is a SaaS offering. So these were the different categories of services which are offered by cloud providers. Now let's talk about how are organizations benefiting by moving to cloud, or what are the major benefits they are getting by moving to cloud. So first up is cost saving. So like I explained, in cloud computing, users do not need to own big machines or servers. Instead, they just access those resources provided by the cloud service provider and just pay for that much resources. So since organizations won't own a bigger data center or servers, if they adopt cloud, they are reducing that high upfront cost which they would need to invest if they own the machine or the server in an on-premise world. So a lot of cost is saved over there, right there. You are just paying for the resources which you are using and not doing that heavy investment on owning the machine, right? So a lot of cost is saved there. Next, because you are not owning the machine, you do not need to worry about the maintenance cost, because these servers also require high maintenance. So you do not even need to worry about the maintenance cost. So a lot of cost is saved there. Also, a lot of IT management tasks are also gone to the cloud provider itself. User do not need to focus on those IT management tasks like software updates, security patches, troubleshooting issues. All these IT management tasks are also gone. So again, that is reduction in task overhead and reduction in the cost as well. So in this way, organizations are benefiting by saving a lot of cost by adopting to cloud. Next very essential benefit of moving to cloud that organizations get is scalability. So moving to cloud enables organization to scale up and down their infrastructure as per the demand. Now, what is scalability? I'll give you an example. So we have seen these online retail companies like Flipkart, Amazon, Walmart. So अब सेल या फेस्टिव सीजन के टाइम पे these websites receive huge amount of traffic because same time पे बहुत सारे लोग website access कर रहे होते हैं. So you can imagine there is more load at the backend server of these website which is handling this much amount of traffic, right? As compared to normal days, now there is more traffic on the servers. Now, to handle this much amount of traffic, what we would need is to add up more resources on the server. तो उसमें कुछ और nodes add करने पड़ेंगे to handle this increase in demand, right? Now, either in on-premise world, this would be done manually by the user. जैसे demand increase हो रही है, they'll be adding more nodes on the server. But then there are chances कि customer could experience some downtime, or maybe at the right time, if newer resources or more resources are not added, then a website may crash. And we have seen this quite often during the sale time, that a site is not working properly or the site just crashed, right? So this is because of this reason only, that the website is not able to scale up, or basically कि उसमें more resources नहीं add up हुए. So this is the reason that people experience the website crash during sale season or the festive season. Now this should be handled automatically. Basically, जब demand increase हो रही है, तो resources should be added automatically at the back end. So when organizations move to cloud provider give you this capability of scalability actually, in which जो कि खुद बे खुद जो है more resources add up कर देता है at the back end when the demand is increasing, and on the non sale period or non peak season, जब उतनी डिमांड नहीं आ रही है on the website, it is going to remove those extra nodes or extra machines from your server, because you're not utilizing those resources actually, right? And if it is going to keep those resources, you will have to pay more. And although आप उन resources को use भी नहीं कर रहे हो, but you are just keeping those resources there, right? So this automatic handling of resources when there is increase or decrease in demand is called scalability. So when organizations move to cloud, this is one of the essential benefit that organizations get, that is of scalability. And also this in turn helps in saving a lot of cost, because ना ही आप ज़्यादा resources रख रहे हो and neither you are keeping lesser resources. It is automatically handled, right? So this in turn results in cost saving as well. Security. So when organization move to cloud, that does not mean that security of their data is compromised. In fact, cloud providers have their dedicated team which is focused on security and compliance. So in fact, organization get many advanced security features. For example, in cloud, data is encrypted at rest and in transit. They can also create their own, implement their own encryption if required, then create their own compliance rules as well. So basically, organization get many advanced security features moving to cloud. Greater mobility and flexibility. In today's world where people are working from different parts of the world, from different time zone, moving to cloud helps organizations to collaborate well and more efficiently, where you can access your data and applications from any part of the world, from any device, in contrast to on-premise system where you cannot access your work or data until you are on that system itself. So it basically helps you in collaborating well from any part of the world and from any device. Rapid technological innovation. So we all know that tech world is innovating at very fast pace today. New technologies are coming every day at a rapid pace. So cloud providers enable these organizations to leverage latest technologies in the market like AI, ML, big data analytics, and stay ahead of their competition. So you can easily access or leverage these latest technologies without having to invest on a costly on-premise system. So in this way, organizations are staying ahead in their business. Another essential benefit that organizations get by moving to cloud is disaster recovery options and redundancy. Imagine there's an organization which has its on-premise data center located at a particular location. Now that location is hit by some disaster, maybe a flood hit that location. Due to this unexpected event, data center is also impacted and all the users and huge amount of data stored in that data center is lost. Now either recovery of that data would be impossible or it would take huge amount of time and cost. In contrast, in cloud provider takes multiple backups of your data in multiple regions. So even in an unexpected event like any disaster, it can help you with disaster recovery options or help your business to get back on track faster. So disaster recovery option is another major benefit that organizations get by moving to cloud. So these were the major ways by which cloud providers are helping organizations grow their business, like scalability, cost effectiveness, reduced operational overhead, and flexibility. So in a nutshell, moving to cloud is helping organizations stay ahead of their competition and grow their business at a faster pace. Alright, so this was about episode 2 of series Moving to Cloud. In the next episode, we'll see how you can start your journey with cloud. If you like today's video, please hit that like and subscribe button and do comment below what part did you like and what are you looking forward to. I'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.